Hey lovelies! Welcome back for another fragrance video. I am excited to have my wonderful fiance Jeromi here. Thank you so much for coming back.
Hello everyone.
So we've only done one scent video together, right?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, so we did the commodity exploration kit together. That was a lot more scents than we're gonna be going over today because I think that was like 14 or 16. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that, that was a lot. But we are here to share the Olfactif Deluxe fragrance sampler. This has both the men's and the women's fragrances in it. I talked about this briefly in my recent fragrance roundup video, how I had gotten the subscription thinking it would be a fun thing for us to do, and not only have we not done it together, I haven't smelled anything at all. So I have I have December and January. So what we're gonna be going over today is actually the January scent sampler, which obviously you can't get anymore, but I thought it might just be interesting to sort of see how the Olfactif subscription goes. And then I will kind of give you a rundown of how all the details are. So that's gonna be what we're doing in today's video. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Subscribe, right? we want more people on this channel having fun with fragrance. All of you have said that you really enjoyed getting to see Jeromi here on my channel, so thank you so much for coming back. So do you want to tell people what kind of fragrance preferences you have before we kind of dive into sniffs?
I don't really have a preference. I mean, I just like things that smell clean and but smoky, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think you have a you don't like that question. I think you have a wide fragrance profile like I do. Like I think you like some things that are a little bit spicy. I think you like some fresh things, some herbal things. Is there anything that you don't really care for? I even think you like some sweet scents, so no, I think...
Yeah. I mean, if it's a spectrum, if we're talking scent as a spectrum, I like it all. Yeah.
Like I said, I think that we both have a wide variety of fragrances that we enjoy. Poor Jeromi. Poor Jeromi, his scent selection now has grown so much just because I love it and I like to share things with him, and as I get samples and things, I'm like, here, try this, and now he's got this like overwhelming mound of scents.
Yeah, and I'm used to having like a scent like identity, and
yeah,
I haven't had an identity in relation to scent in a really long time.
Yeah, so, I think I've taken away that like signature scent from you, and now you have a few that you like, or are using.
Well, now I'm just like, I gotta use these bottles up because at some point.
Well, no pressure. You can.
No, I mean, they build up.
Yeah, they do. So we're gonna dive into this. So what I'll tell you is Olfactif has an option to have both the men's or the women's or the deluxe to be able to do both. So for me, and I think also for you a little bit, like I don't find gendered fragrance. Like I know that I've had a few colognes that I've really enjoyed, and I think that there have been some unisex things that you've really enjoyed. So it's like, I just feel like I wanted to get to try it all, because a lot of times some of what's known as like a more masculine note is something that I really enjoy. So I wanted to be able to do both, but mostly I wanted to bring Jeromi into this because I think it's a fun little way to have like a date night, or, you know, to do something fun. So you do have the option. I think the men's or the women's is $20 a month, and then you can do both for $38 a month. You do have the option of saving a little bit if you prepay for a subscription, and then you do also get discounts on the bottles of fragrance that are in your subscriptions, and I'll go into that in a little bit, but we're gonna dive in. So I just wanted to read, every month you get the box, and then that comes with the fragrance samples, whether you get 3 or 6, and it's what I would say is your average, like, you know, fragrance sampler that you get in a card, but these are filled all the way to the tippy top. You know, sometimes you get like a fragrance sample and it's got like this much in it. These are filled to the tippy top. So they say that you should be able to get about 15 or 20 days out of it. And then it has this card of kind of what the vibe is for the month. And then there are individual scent cards for every single scent. They give the notes, they give the vibe, and then you can like use it as a tester as well. So I really like that. Okay, so for January of 2023, I know we're in March now, but this is what they said. With each new year, we find ourselves making resolutions, reflecting on the past and envisioning the future with positivity and abundance. But what if we scrapped all of the traditions? What if we said, screw it, while ripping up the resolutions and accepting that wherever we go is where we were meant to be? Let's face it, the past 2 years has been a wild ride that was certainly unpredictable. So, for 2023, we invite you to live in each moment as it comes, expecting nothing more or nothing less from it, and to simply embrace it as being a part of your journey. The deluxe collection for January gives you fragrances to wear throughout the year that will be with you on the ride, wild, peaceful, or anywhere in between. I honestly am not quite sure which 3 were the men's and which 3 are the women's. We're just going to dive in. So I think that the notes actually sound like they could work for anyone. So I do have some coffee here, good old local brew haha, and that way we can kind of like cleanse our palate as we go. So how do you want to do this? Do you want me to read the description and the notes before we sniff, or do you want to sniff first, get your initial thoughts out, and then...
I'd rather sniff first.
Sniff first? Yeah. That's how I am too. Like, I don't want to be like, sort of like teetered towards one direction. Which side do you want to work from? You can pick.
It doesn't matter. Okay,
we'll start from the beginning. So, we're going to start with Fruits of the Tree of Knowledge. All right. That sounds daring.
Those are full.
Yeah, they are. Like, so, I don't know if you guys could see here. That is, like, very, very full. Okay, so this is from the Fragrance House 4160 Tuesdays. So also what we're going to do is we're going to spray the card. We'll give a little like sniff test. And then I thought we could each pick one of the scents to put on. Or maybe we could even do 2. We've got 2 wrists. We can see how it goes. It'll be an adventure.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
What's this one called?
Fruits of the Tree of Knowledge.
I can smell it from here. Real subtly. It's like, it's inviting. It's like, come closer. Wow. I like that a lot.
It's really subtle.
Well,
I mean, like, oh, it's definitely changed since I first even sniffed it. It's, and I don't mean subtle as in like boring. I just mean like softer.
Yeah.
What do you feel like you get from it?
I feel like I'm sitting on a warm rock next to a cool stream with a bunch of moss and like some flowers. Is changing. Yeah, maybe we just need to. Yeah. Maybe we just judge a little too quick.
Yeah, it's because when I first smelled it, like in the opening, I smelled very delicate, actual like fruit, but not like sweet fruit. But I also got that like you said, that not like grass, but greenery. If that makes any sense. Get it? Sense. So there is, by the way, on this note card, I'll zoom it in so you guys can see. So there's a spot to be able to like circle if you love it, if you're on the fence, or if you're going to pass on it, and then you can write down your thoughts. So if you want to like have that, be able to refer back to it later, because I'll be honest, sometimes like when we did that Commodity Explorer thing, I was like, which ones did I like? Which ones did I not like? Like I almost had to go back and watch my own video because I just didn't even remember. So it's nice that you can take notes. Not that you need this to be able to do that. You could do that, but I thought that it's nice that they make it easy. So again, this is from the House 4160 Tuesdays, the quirky London house by Sarah McCartney that names its scent like must-read novels. So the keynotes are cherry jam, raspberry, lemon, orange, and woody accord.
Nailed it.
Huh. It's so interesting though, because like, it's not like overly cloyingly sweet jam, but you do get that like,
yeah,
fruity,
especially on the right side.
Yeah, it does help to sniff the side that was sprayed. I will say, by the way, I felt like when I pulled these cards out, they had a little bit of a scent to them. So they come in this little envelope. That's why I'm sniffing this. I probably should explain that. Weird. Yeah, I'm just starting to smell all the things. I felt like there was a scent. I don't know if one of the fragrances had like seeped out a little bit, but I let it air out for quite a while, so I think it should be okay. Okay, so this says bright, fun, and lively. Fruits of the tree. Am I right? Okay, yeah. Bright, fun, and lively. Fruits of the Tree of Knowledge is filled with fruity goodness, reminiscent of scrumptious cherry jam. Deeply fruited and slightly tart, simmering cherries with peels of lemon and orange lay on the top for a bit of citrus freshness. White woods give way to a creamier finish with notes of raspberry peeking through this syrupy mixture. Yeah. I definitely get the raspberry now. Oh, no, I'm still sniffing it.
It's that good.
I definitely get the raspberry now.
One more sniff.
Like fresh raspberry though, not like raspberry candy. And here's a fun fact. Although simmering cherry jam is what we get on the nose, there is in fact no cherry notes in the formula. I get more of the raspberry. It's like raspberry and fresh. That's really interesting. Okay, very interesting. Like a fresh, it's not, because when it said cherry, if you've ever smelled like the Kaoli Burning Cherry or Lost Cherry from Tom Ford, like those like cherry scents, this is not like that. It to me definitely leans more raspberry, like that fresh raspberry. So that's really cool. I like that one. Okay. Thank you. All right, so our next one is...
I'm gonna secure the bag.
Secure the bag, yeah. Well, if you're gonna drop one thing, I'd rather it be the coffee grounds and not the wine glass. As far as like a whitish carpet. So this next one is called Meander from Amouage.
It's so hard to be patient.
Sorry.
It's kind of sexy.
Oh, it's so interesting. Since you've handed it back to me, it got a little smokier. Like at first, I just smelled like
purple,
herby, purple. You're like getting that like. That's so funny. So the last scent video I did, I started describing it in temperature because like you know how some things like feel warmer and some things feel cooler. So what were you saying? Like, so how do you feel?
The first one we smelled,
whatever it was called,
Fruits of the Tree of Knowledge, smells really fresh and
springtimey
and subtle. It's kind of like a presence of it, but
yeah, like I'd say that's like 65 degrees.
You'd have to have a pretty good friend or like partner to like be pretty close to smell that.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But if they're close enough, I think they'll like it.
Yeah, I agree actually with that. This one is, it's not warmer, but it's spicier. So I would say for me, it's still in that like 65 degrees, and I can't pick out anything. Like maybe
Amber.
I get like vetiver or I don't know, just like herbal, but not like pungent. So again, this is from Amouage, the Omani perfumery known for rich, complex fragrances. So the keynotes, oh, there is vetiver in here. Yes. So carrot seed, orris, sandalwood, olibanum, and vetiver. There's another fragrance that I've smelled recently that had olibanum in it, but I don't remember what it is. So this says it's a green, slightly peppered, and oh-so-soft skin scent that lays on beautifully due to an intriguing blend of cypriol, also called nagarmotha, an earthy hay-like aroma with a dry, almost musty wood. It partners perfectly with powdery orris while enhancing the sandalwood note. While Amouage typically produces very bold fragrances with tons of sillage and projection, Meander lends itself to the softer side, holding close to the skin and surrounds you with its powdered warmth. Yeah, it is a bit powdery. Like, not like baby powder?
No. I'm just getting creative.
Yeah. Hey, this is how he tests out layering, I guess. I think it's nice. It's not for me. Like, it's a little too herbal. And yeah.
Which is why I probably like it, because it ends up in my collection.
Yeah, that's definitely going to end
up. That's why right. I like that.
Yeah, you're like, yes, babe, you can give that one to me. That's funny. Okay, so what is our next one? Our next one is Incident Diplomatique. That's the one thing that I have to say I really like about this is most of the fragrances and the fragrance houses, I've never personally heard of any of these brands. I just saw that in the March one, there is a brand that I've heard of before, and probably all of you have too, but I feel like a lot of times these are definitely more niche fragrances. So I'm going to spray this on here. What is this again? Incident Diplomatique.
Sounds interesting. Sounds scandalous.
It reminds me of a dad scent. Like, it's definitely, to me, much more of a traditional cologne scent. Do you...
I'm trying to remember what it reminds me of in that one scent box that we did, that you were talked about earlier.
Oh, in the commodity? I think I get a little bit of the velvet, but not as rosy as what velvet was.
Right.
Okay, this definitely has some vetiver.
Yeah.
It's got that like green, kind of like acidic. And I get like a little bit of like latex at the end. Seriously. Like if I left
just at the tip end. Is that
a condom joke? Dirty minded freak.
If they know, they know. If they don't, it's harmless. Don't censor me.
I'm not. I mean, to me that smells a little bit at the end like if I had a box of color gloves sitting in the car.
It's chilling out. I never got that latex.
Okay. So, this has keynotes of Haitian and Java vetiver, nutmeg, patchouli, and sandalwood. Okay, so this is why I don't like this one. I almost never like something that has a lot of patchouli in it. So it says, love vetiver, unsure of what it is or what it smells like? Here's your chance to see how the use of two distinctly different vetivers come together in harmony. So when I did the eccentric molecules, one of their molecules is vetiver, and I was just like I thought I liked it, and then when I tried vetiver singularly, it wasn't really my jam. So this says Javanese, the bolder, smokier, leather-like vetiver. Maybe that's what it is. It's more like true leather, it's more leathery. So sorry. Okay, so leather-like vetiver pairs with its cousin Haitian vetiver, the greener, sweeter, light-bodied, and somewhat floral vetiver. This earthy marriage gives us a well-balanced vetiver dominant fragrance where patchouli helps guide it along. It's dark, bold, mysterious, and powerful with a swagger that is both sexy and confident. Swaggery, yeah. Okay, it's not latex. It's definitely leather. Like
I like elements of it, but it's not. It's not something I would. Pay money to wear.
Yeah.
It's missing something for me.
I definitely need to clear my business out after that.
Yeah.
Okay, hydration time. Hydration check.
I love these glasses.
Yeah, like our little rosy glasses.
Dollar store.
IKEA. That sounds like some IKEA. Okay, so I have a feeling that was the men's set.
Yeah.
I would think. I can't imagine that third one.
I wouldn't want you to smell like it. I would.
The first one.
This one?
Yeah.
The fruits of the tree of knowledge? Yeah, for sure.
So I'm excited for this next one because I usually like fig fragrances, and this one is called Fig Extacy. The only thing is, like, to me there are two types of fig. You have the creamy fig, and then you have the green fig leaves. So I'll be curious to see like which way this one goes. And this is from Mancera. Oh, I think I've heard of this fragrance house before. Oh, I like this. It leans a little bit more. I'm going to spray one more spray because I kind of like got off the beaten path here. It leans a little bit more into the green, but it does have a bit of creaminess to it. I definitely get.
It's pink.
That's the color you get? Huh. Oh, by the way, temperature-wise, on the last one.
I like it.
I'm feeling at that. This to me still is like maybe like 70 degrees. They still are like colder leaning fragrances, even though it's like leathery. I don't know. Ooh, I just really don't like that one. Okay, hold on. You like that one?
So far, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. It's like...
But I expect it to change quite a bit.
It's green. It's definitely has like a lot of like greenery to it, but a little bit of creaminess and like an underlying sweet note. Okay, so
it's like a candy sweet.
Do you think? I definitely get it's like a cooler sweet, like a sugary sweet, not like a caramel or like a honey, something deeper.
Let's say like not like. It's just really
Yeah, it's balanced. Like, I definitely get the greenery.
Fresh, sweet green.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the greenery of the fig leaf, but it does have a little creaminess to it. And slightly sweet without being like cotton candy. Okay, let's see what it says. So Mancera, the Parisian house that marries classic style with Middle Eastern accents. The keynotes are fig leaf and milk. Oh. Leather, sandalwood, and incense. So many of these have had sandalwood, and sandalwood is something that I usually really like. So I definitely get that fig leaf. So this says it's overflowing with sensuality. Fig Extacy captures the essence of the entire fig tree from leaf to fruit to bark. The opening gives us tender and milky flesh undertones, where the green fig leaf has a love affair with ginger and lavender. As the dry down begins, we transition to the bark of the fig tree, where notes of leather, sandalwood, and incense immerse us in a treasured memory where the daylight is endless. The fig has never been so fascinating.
That description actually makes sense.
Is that a pun?
Depends.
I really like that one.
Yeah, you should wear that.
Okay.
I'd buy that for you.
I mean, luckily, I feel like this is going to take me a while to get through. I like it. It's creamy. If you like a fig that has definitely that green note and you don't want something too sweet, I really like this one. Sometimes the fig can be like that bitter leaf note, but this one has enough of the creaminess from it.
I think if I would wear this. Like,
yeah.
I think it's not like feminine in any way.
No. Because it's not overly gourmandy sweet.
Yeah, I'd wear this.
It's fresh.
Or be comfortable with you wearing it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I don't want you to smell masculine. Like,
right.
I don't really enjoy that at all. I'd prefer you to give those to me, but this, like, you should wear that.
Okay. Well, maybe that'll be one that I'll try on. Maybe we could both try it on and sniff each other. The things I get excited about. Okay, so we have 2 more scents to go. So you'll have to let us know in the comments down below if any of these sound like something that you would be interested in. So this one is Boundless, also from Amouage. So this is the same scent house as one of the other ones, which I've already forgotten. I think the second one. Yeah, the second one, Meander. All right, so here we go with spraying. Wow. Okay, I get clove. Yeah, I definitely get clove and cinnamon.
Me too.
And like
vetiver?
Cardamom.
Oh, cardamom, yeah. Or vetiver.
It's really spicy, but not sweet.
That's nice.
I think that would smell nice on you.
So is there like rose, vetiver?
You get a floral out of that?
I do.
I get that. So you know if you ever bite into cardamom, it almost numbs your tongue.
Mm-hmm. It does that to my nose.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, there's got to be cardamom in that. And I get clove. Same thing, clove does kind of the same thing, yeah. But you get a floral?
I feel like there's something in the middle. Like, you got the spice and that depthy. Mm-hmm. Then there's like a bright side or like a high note.
I get almost like a little booze out of it. Should we see? Yeah. All right. Oh, okay, so it's tobacco. Is it myrrh or myrrh? Myrrh?
I thought it was myrrh.
Okay. So I think it's frankincense and myrrh, right? Okay. Myrrh, vanilla, cardamom, and incense. I mean, cardamom is such a like unique fragrance note and flavor. I think like you just have to know that that's there. So upon first inhale, this essence is strong, but give it a moment and let it release into a smoothness that is polished and poised. Cardamom enters first as the resin of myrrh toils with beads of vanilla and hints of cherry from the tobacco that lingers throughout the wear. But it's the incense note that really pulls us in closer. There's a sacredness here, as if you can almost imagine yourself walking through a Middle Eastern spice market on your way to a holy ceremony in the center of an ancient town. I mean, it definitely is that like spice market, exotic. It's delicious. And it's like, I feel like a lot of spicy notes are, especially because I think that this is in the women's category, a lot of spiciness to me comes with a cloying sweetness. And this one doesn't have that. It smells really good. But I definitely, for me, this would be a fall and winter fragrance. So I'll probably like try it out a couple times now before it gets too warm, because it is a very rich scent. Like this to me is more in that like 80 degrees, really warm and toasty. Yeah, it's like a really warm scent. And I personally think that this would be one I'd probably wear for like date night or something like that. I don't think I could get away with wearing this at the salon being super close to people because it's a little bit stronger. But it's very unique, I personally find. Yeah, I really like that
one. That one reminds me of like velvet. Like a more balanced velvet plus.
It doesn't have the smokiness though. Like
velvet?
Velvet is smoky.
Okay.
Whereas like that one I don't feel like is smoky.
Yeah.
It's good. It's very unique. Okay, so our last one. This one is super intriguing. So this one is called Ice Wine. I'm really excited to try this. I was like, oh, that's fun. And this is from Kelly and Jones. Try not to be biased. Wouldn't it be funny if it was Kelly and Jeromi?
I was just going to say, I wish my name was Jones.
That would be crazy. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. There is something about that gives me childhood memories of some sort of like soap or bubble bath or something, but it's not like soapy. What are you picking up from it?
I was kind of having similar, like, just, yeah, what is that? I was trying to figure it out because there's something familiar. I like that one.
Okay. I wish I could tell what it is, but there's definitely something that just reminds me of like from when I was a child, and I can't pick out. I'm gonna spray it again because I can't pick out any of the notes.
It is a very like clean. No, it's not pure like fresh clean. It's clean with.
I get
something.
I'm assuming with a name like Ice Wine that it has some sort of like grape or fruity note to it, but it's not like a fruit salad, fruit cocktail. It's like really light and fresh. Okay, had to put another memory card in. So I think, like I was saying, that this doesn't smell, I don't feel like it would smell like cleaning products on me because it has just like a little fresh, almost like, it's like, I feel like I get that like fresh grape with almost like Febreze. I hate to say that because that cheapens it, but it's like that
airy,
fresh, yes, like mountain air.
Yeah, that
kind
fresh
of feel.
Air.
Yeah, like not Febreze, but like what Febreze would wish it was.
It's more of a feeling than some smell.
Yeah. You said you felt like you get a bit of gin.
Well, like a gin, like an herbal, like a blue, like a.
Oh, you said blueberry.
Blueberry.
I could almost get that.
Like,
yeah, like not like blueberry pancake or blueberry muffin blueberry, but that fresh blueberry kind of thing. I get that. Okay, so Kelly and Jones, the Michigan-based artisan house, close to us, that makes scents inspired by wine and spirits. Oh, that's really cool. So the key notes are frozen musk, iced stone fruits, and charred oak and honey. I don't really get honey from this. So one of Kelly and Jones' most luxurious and decadent scents, Ice Wine, is inspired by the drinkable ice wine that is produced at the end of grape harvest season. Grapes are picked frozen on the vine when their sugar content is at an all-time high. The result is an overly fragrant and incredibly sweet wine that on the nose you'll discover notes of apricots and peaches that have been dipped in luscious wildflower honey. Frozen musk and charred oak matures the fragrance from delicate to aged perfection.
Wow. Yeah, that's what it smells like, guys.
Oh, I do get the oakiness now. Do you get that?
I did. I got like.
Did you?
Kind of that.
The woodiness of it comes out at the end. That is really unique. I would be curious because like Jeromi loves like mixology and making cocktails and things. So if they make their scents based on wine and spirits, I think that would be kind of fun to like look into. Yeah, I definitely get a little bit more oaky.
I love the smell of gin so much.
Yeah.
That I've thought about like making my own scent with it, and then decided walking around smelling like somebody that drinks gin is probably not a good idea.
Well, there are actually like even Commodity makes a scent called gin. And so there are definitely gin inspired scents out there. Huh, okay. I have to say, I feel like several of these are very unique and like something that when I read the description, I wouldn't necessarily like want to try, but I'm glad that we got to try these. Okay, so I am going to pick a couple to try on. I kind of want to try on ice wine, but I kind of want to try on the fig. And I definitely want to try on Boundless.
So, I like that one a lot.
For you?
Boundless.
Yeah, for something you would wear?
I just like the scent a lot.
Yeah, I'm just curious if you're like, ooh.
Well, you should try that one on. And that one.
Okay.
If we use your leg, we could try one more. 2 more, technically.
No, we're not doing that. You have to pick 2 out for yourself.
I have 2 legs and 2 arms.
You do. Okay, so there's something about this one that now, after having it sit, this is Boundless, by the way, the one that has the cardamom in it. It reminds me of something I have. Like a spicier version of Tobacco Vanille and not as vanilla-y. So if you like Tobacco Vanille or you wish that it was less vanilla-y and more spicy, there's also, I have another fragrance, a spicy one, like maybe one of the commodity ones. It's definitely, I just keep saying spicy, but I feel like this is reminiscent of something that I've tried. Okay, so you want me to do Boundless and ice wine?
Yeah.
Okay, so you try on Boundless and fig, and I'll do Boundless and ice wine. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're gonna go and spritz and wait a moment and give you our thoughts. I definitely need a freaking...
Me too.
Oh, oh my god! I hope that just got on camera. No, is it all on my face? I blew into it and got a bunch of coffee all over my face.
Look at me, baby. Look at me. It just, you can't even see it.
Oh my god, like, I can feel it though. That's the problem. I hope that got caught. Oh my god!
It just looks like really natural freckles.
Are you gonna be able?
You just found a new technique, babe.
It's like all over. Hold on.
Babe.
Can you see that? I've got coffee shrapnel all over my face.
The heck with makeup applied freckles. You could just blow coffee in your face. In your primer, right?
Wow. Okay. So should we do Boundless first, since that's together?
I'd wear it.
Can I smell it? Yeah. I find it's
what? It smells totally different on you.
Well, that's how that works. So there's something in that is, it has that very strong,
Vetiver,
spicy, like, okay, so I was talking about the kaoli patchouli, sugared patchouli thing, and where I felt like it had a little bit of burnt rubber in it. I get just a little bit of that on the front of this for myself.
But not in here?
No, it's just like spicy. There's just something a little bit more pungent to it. I feel like... Yeah, that pungency. It
Between
just, to me...
I.
Yes. Yeah, and like, there's something just in general. Like, I feel like it's got a pungent front to it, and that's just not something I prefer. It doesn't make me feel confident. It smells nice on you, but it's not something that I would love. So I'm wearing ice wine, right?
Yep. I'm wearing the fig Zackley.
Fig Extacy is the one that you have on.
Yeah, these don't actually work, guys. Yeah, exactly. Fig.
Ecstasy.
I like it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't smell as good on me as it does on the card. Ooh, I like that. I like that one. That's the fig one. I think I'm going to like that better on you than I will like it on me. It's very green. It comes off very green. Like a very herbal. Like a greenery, a little bit herbally.
And purple.
I get green.
I smell purple. Like Grimace purple.
Is that the McDonald's dude?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a weird name for a character, Grimace.
I know, especially food related.
Yeah. Huh. Weird. The things we don't actually realize when we're kids, huh?
Yeah.
I like this, but I don't think it's something that I would purchase. These are all very, like, niche. I don't know. The Boundless is growing on me a little bit.
See, I think this is really sexy.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Maybe I just need to, like...
Snort more coffee?
Unsnort. I need to stop the snorts of all the things. But the Boundless, I think, like I was saying, Tobacco Vanille has some of these scents, but it's a little bit richer and sweeter because of the vanilla in it. I feel like I'm missing that. Like, I feel like I need something to soften it down, to make it more creamy. Like, add something. Or, like, my bee fragrance, that one that's the honey fragrance, I think I could see, like, adding that to this.
I was going to say, wouldn't it be a good scent to layer?
Yeah. Another, like...
Yeah, because it's like hollow, and then it's, like, sharp. It's like... It takes a while for it to get there, but when it does, it's like...
I don't think it's hollow. I just think it is sharp. I just want to, like, cut down the sharpness. But,
That's what I mean. There's, like, no build. It's just, like, the build is, like, it's sharp.
I honestly, at this point, like, after smelling 6 scents, I feel like I just need to, like, it's really hard to kind of tell. So I'll have to give you guys an update in the future, probably in, like, a monthly favorites at the end of the month. So then that way we can, like, kind of, like, give a review of the ones that we liked the most. I will do that. So,
yeah. But I like the fig.
Yeah, I like that one on you a lot.
And the other one.
Yeah, this is kind of fun, isn't it? Like, just like a fun little, like, try on. I think it'd be cool if you knew you had friends that like scents, to like have like a scent off, and then everybody could like kind of take one home as like a little parting gift.
Be cool.
I think that could be really fun.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I will have everything again, like I said, the website linked down in the description box below. Thank you, babe, for coming on.
No problem.
Let me tell you all, like, please leave a comment, give him a little props, because I think for anybody who's not used to sitting here and staring at a camera for 45 minutes, it can be a little uncomfortable, but I think that people value, you know, having another, like, scent opinion. So I love it when you come on and we get to hang out and do this together.
I'm glad to help. If it looked like I was avoiding eye contact, there's a mirror down here with Kelly's face in it, like looking at me. You should add that in so your viewers know what I'm talking about. But
yeah, I do have like I think they kind of know, like I have my
little
mirror.
Your beautiful face like right there, or I can look at the camera.
So you weren't really looking at the camera most of the time.
No, I tried.
No, it's fine. I was just saying, like, it's awkward to look at a camera for a while.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, every once in a while, I like...
Found yourself, like, looking down?
I'm, like, looking down because I'm, like, looking you in the eyes.
Yeah, it's
like,
a great way for us to have a conversation together, actually.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Love you too.
If you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it, don't forget to give it a like. Let us know if you want to see more scent videos in the future. I do enjoy doing these, and they haven't been getting the most hits on my channel, honestly, recently. So I don't know if people are just kind of over fragrance right now, or if it's that pesky algorithm. So it would help us out if you comment and like the video. So thanks, lovelies. I will see you really soon.
Bye.
Bye. I just realized as we were getting up, I didn't mention to you, I said I was going to talk about how you can get a discount on the bottles. So if you order one of the fragrances in that month's subscription during like the time it's available, you get 20% off of that featured fragrance, and you get 10% off of any other at any time, and then also the independent samples. If you want to purchase those, you would get 10% off. So Just wanted to mention that to you. So for instance, if you found something in the February box and during that duration of that box, you purchased one of these, you'd get 20% off. And at any other time, if you come back, you've worn it a little bit more, you've really made a decision, you still get 10% off. And I think that's nice considering that most of these are niche fragrance houses that you're not really gonna find at a lot of other retailers. Like you're gonna find it in scent retailers only, which just don't seem to have sales that often. So it's a great way to try something. I can't wait to get into my December box because there were a couple in here that I wanted to try out, and it's great to know that if I do decide I want to get one, I still get 10% off.